Mic check. Are we recording? Hey guys, Jesse here, the AI Gorilla. Real quick, I'm going to show you how to use the Suno prompter tool from the community built by a community member. But real quick, are y'all even watching? Why do people care? Why is everyone subscribed to me? Well, it's because I'm showing everyone how I made this money. And this is part of the process. In the past several months, I've made almost $70,000. The past 3 months, making over $20,000 a month. And withdrawing it as fast as I can get it in there. But you can see we just got paid by Amazon and I want to say Pandora. So a couple of those small platforms have paid me a few dollars, with the majority of this coming from Amazon. So they just paid me mid-month. Next week, we're going to get paid again. So we're definitely going to break the 70,000. We should break that $70,000 mark. I'm going to say definitely. Nothing's in the pie yet. But the date is the 22nd of March. And so that's just my major credibility check. If you want to know how I made this exact process that I did, especially starting off, one, just go watch my first video. Start at the beginning. I literally made $2,000 and made my first. I knew I had to show y'all. I was like, let me go share this. I'm going to show everyone how I'm doing it. I love sharing. Reciprocity. It's already come back to me. And that's how I use these tools that I'm showing you right here. I would have never had this tool, which allows me to create music whenever I need to, instead of spending days and weeks and days and hours trying to get my albums together, downloading individual WAVs. We're able to do a lot of those processes much faster now. I can spend more time creating music I like, listening to it. So if you want to know how to do it, go watch all my course videos. And if you want personal coaching from me, if you want to be able to DM me, jump into live school community. We go live every Sunday. Then you have to join the paid school community we have, which is AI Music Empire, right? Which is right where I'm about to paste all this, which is right where you get the tool. And if you want this tool, you have to be in the paid school community, right? There is a free school community that does not have any tools in it. Has tons of information. People are in there. We can tons of prompts for you to get all your prompting in here. If you just want prompts, please give me your prompts so I can prompt better, which is what a lot of people want. And we got the prompts in here for you. We got the beginner roadmap that you can follow from day one. This is the Gorilla Bootcamp, right? You should be consuming all this stuff, in my opinion, before you come into the paid school community, if you want. But if you just want to go straight to being able to DM me because you're already been publishing music and you have tons of questions, that's fine. And you want to know how to make albums and you want to DM me on the weekends, dude, jump in the school community, all right? But other than that, all the information is free. I don't sell a course. There's no courses in here, right? And I want y'all to understand that I'm not a course seller. That's not what this is about. There's my videos from YouTube in here with no ads. There's a couple of those, right? Most of these videos, not all of them, are on YouTube. 2 videos in here are not on YouTube. If you want to get them, is a pill video to get my main artist YouTube channel monetized. When they said reused content, which there's none. It's all freaking AI content, but there's no reused content. And there was my appeal. I went through the process, showed them how I made my videos, and it got that channel monetized. Is it a lot of money? Nope, it's not. $1.80 cost per paying me per 1,000 views, plus or minus. Nothing compared to what DistroKid pays. But if you want to get in here, you gotta pay to play, right? Pay for the time. Everybody's time is valuable. Your time is valuable. I promise you that, and I value it. But the free school community is for everyone. All right, back to the lesson. I think people were asking for a video, so I'm going to give another one. We'll click on the school community, go into DistroKid helper tool. It should auto pull this up. If it doesn't, click on this right here and it'll pull it up for you. Here's DistroKid Suno helper tool. Scroll down, you'll see 3 attached community posts. The one by Michael Soboleski is the one that has the Suno helper tool. You're going to download that. Real easy, right? If you don't trust it, upload it to Claude AI and have it read it first, right? If you ever wonder. We're going to unzip that. I'm just going through the whole process here. I click. Here we go. Click. It'll download something like this. Downloads. We're going to extract all. It's going to extract all of them right there. While that's working, we're going to go over to manage extensions. You see, I got dozens of them. I already have it here. I'm actually going to remove it and re-upload it for you guys. Good. Remove that one too. And it's going to be down here somewhere. Looking for it. Suno prompter. Do y'all see it? There it is. Let's remove that. We'll just remove the whole thing, and then I'm going to upload a new one. But first, we need to make sure service workers are active. We got one of these little boxes popped up, says Dev Tools. Now we're good. We'll go to Load Unpacked, and we're going to go to, well, it's basically got checked on it, Suno prompter, and then make sure you click into it and then click on it and select it. Boom, it's loaded, right? It popped up down somewhere, wherever it popped up. And so I think it's even got it up right there. And now and you'll have to do this even if you're on Suno already and it's not popping up, because this one's not going to work. You're going to have to click on this, go find Suno prompter. It has a gray little box with an S, and it'll give you this. And then this little pop-up's going to pop up, and you're going to click on that. And it'll take you to Suno Create, and then it's going to have your little bubble down here, right? And this is the tool. We need to load a JSON in there. JSON's just a format. You know that your AI knows how to output it, but it's just opening and closing brackets with your data in it, right? And nothing fancy. It looks more complicated than it is. But so today we're learning how to use this. Normally you have to use this tool on advanced. It's made to work on advanced mode, right? You're putting in all your data. It fills out all these data basically in brackets, and then it just auto pastes it in there for you, right? It's a very simple tool. But so I created a prompt for everybody, and you'll be able to plug and play this, right? And it should make a downloadable JSON, but it may not. It likes to separate it. And you could probably put this into any LLM. I might even test this on Claude, right? We'll go to Claude. And if you don't have your own command center, I recommend setting one of those up so you know where your things are at. You don't got to type in a bunch of links. But we're going to go to Claude, and we'll test it there as well. But I got the prompt pulled up. Create 35 original dark blue songs in a downloadable JSON array. Rules. Titles must be 3 words or less. No reused common phrases. Avoid overused words like grave, neon, shadow, devil, dust, revival, right? This is called negative prompting, so we don't get bad choruses, right? You can read all that here. Chorus must be in the chorus section, etc., right? And it basically gives a little example. And what it's doing is it's putting everything in the chorus box, because the way the Suno prompter tool is set up, it's set up to fill out all those blocks. We don't want it to fill out all those blocks. We want it to fill out one block, so it'll work on simple mode. And right, because this tool fills out all these blocks, title here and here. What we want it to do is fill out title in simple blocks. So for it to work on simple mode, we just don't even need that. We need the title on the first line. So for it to work in simple mode, we need title on the first line, right? And then the chorus with chorus in brackets to command the Suno bot to work. And then our chorus, and then the style prompt underneath, right? And now it automatically does it when it's writing this for you, right? So we'll take this, and we're going to paste this in a couple of blocks. Pasted it here, right? And it didn't download. Sometimes it makes the downloadable file, but not always. So you command it, make this downloadable. If you want to just make your own real quick, copy and paste that to a TXT, open up Notepad, and then save it, you can. Oh, look, I didn't. We're going to stop it. Oh, there you go. It made it. I should have stopped it. There's our downloadable file. Now we'll see if it finished making it for me or not. Make it downloadable, right? But I'm going to paste this in Claude too, because I want to see what it does. Oh, hopefully it makes it automatically downloadable, right? That's the goal, to save time. I don't want to do another prompt, spend more tokens. I wanted to do it the first time. Claude's just been better at some of that stuff, right? So we're going to check it out. And it looks like it's just, Rust Psalm. I promise you there's 15 songs called Rust Psalm and Tired Bloodline out there, right? But probably a bunch called Cottonmouth Confessions. At this point, it just is what it is. Nobody can copyright song titles, just to know if you're worried about that. Do you want to copy people? No. Edit your song titles. Add stuff to them. Edit your choruses. We just went over it in the community today. I like to listen to my songs. If I don't like them, I right-click, create a new one, and edit as. I like this because it can just crank songs out for me. And then I can just listen to it. If I don't like a song, often I don't even remake it. I just go to the next song, right? I'm not here to waste a bunch of time. I'm searching for the good stuff, and I want that. But it's taking a while for that. But to show you how it works, it downloaded from ChatGPT. I'm using both. Let's go and upload it here to the JSON, or upload it here to the Suno prompter tool. So you saw how we got that, right? We uploaded it. Now we're going to load a JSON. And it just downloaded one. So you got our Dark Blues JSON. And of course, it's only got one album because I didn't let it finish downloading. And make this file downloadable. And that should get us the file we need. Suno prompter tool with all our titles, choruses, and everything in there. It's doing here. Hopefully Claude's doing better. And then here it is right here, downloadable. Claude's going to just do better. Just does better these days. Download from Claude. We're going to upload that one. So you can see, there we go. We got our songs. And so you can see the structure in here, and you can go change this if you want. It's got the title, chorus, and the style prompt, right? What you want it to sound like. Upright bass walks a dark, lazy groove, right? And you can change that here. You can go in there and you can manually edit all these if you want, right? I don't like it. So I do that. I get in there and I'm like, oh, so I've used this tool 3 or 4 times now. This is probably the 3rd time I've been able to get it. And now I've figured out how to use it to make songs on simple mode. So what I like to do is go to advanced, choose persona, and choose Dark Blues Boy. And now it'll put the prompt down there. But what it does is it has our persona where we've saved or edited part of the music or kept the intro. For me, I like to keep the same intros. So when people click on it, they can start to recognize our sound, right? And then when you go back to simple, you still have that selected. Now, with our 35 songs loaded and our set, we'll start. But first, I like to set this to 20 or 25 seconds. It actually was timing out on me earlier, so we'll set it to 20 because I'm not even going to run this whole thing because I have a whole album to listen to that we made today on the live in the school community, right? And we're going to start this. So we got our songs. That's pumping them out, right? 35 of them. And it's just going to auto-paste them right in the background. Auto-paste, auto-prompt in our songs. And so getting closer to fully automating the music pipeline, which not that I haven't got it automated, it's just expensive to do it. Less data that we got to paste into Suno, the better, right? Less data, the better. Because Suno has everything, and they're already paying for it to do the prompting. But you can see now it's just prompting songs and doing our 2 at a time. And that's basically how that works. I don't recommend doing it on 15 seconds. Sometimes it works. And I think it really depends on internet because when I'm at the gym, it doesn't give me a still generating problem, right? So I think our internet may play a role in that. But it's going through banging these out. I got plenty of credits this month. I've been slacking on publishing music because I've been so busy with the granddaughter, getting a house, teaching at the gym, all that stuff. And then on top of that, Clawbot's basically consumed my mind and I'm building everything. But a short demo on how to use that. That's how we were able to use this on simple mode. I'm going to paste this prompt in there. Remember, if it doesn't make it downloadable, you can download it. I recommend using Claude. You just watched me try to use ChatGPT live, and it wants to talk to me, dude. It's a philosopher, right? Great for talking, great for all kinds of things. But Claude has been getting it done, right? But that doesn't mean these are great. Cattail, Requiem, maybe you want to change that. I promise you that's probably been used, but I don't know. I don't even like the word Requiem anymore. I use it so much, but these aren't too bad. Gravel Throat Vestige, Puff Mud Penance. I don't even know what that means, but that's probably why it's pretty good. Scuppernong Sorrow. There's some weird words. Definitely sounds like North Carolina right there. But and real quick, I wanted to tell you, and if I did see my other video, I made this tool. This is for everybody. Aigorilla.net. Don't be confused with .com. This one has everything about AI that you could ever want to know, including free tools, all kinds of stuff that you can use and go build extensions, right? If the API keys are getting bogged out, because there's people using this already, by the way. If it's getting bogged out, like the blog poster, you can generate blog posts, emails, all that. Like if you don't want to pay for ChatGPT or you don't have it, or you just have the basic subscription, which is free now to use that stuff, you can go check these out. And they're all connected to Cerberus APIs. Go build things, simple stuff. But you can format JSONs, and you got all these tools here. You got a prompt library. There's 40 copy and paste prompts if you like prompts. Tons of free tools, but also the API key directory that I've got built in here with free API keys. And these are quick auto cards, so you can just go to API keys for certain things, but it's essentially the same stuff. But it's categorized by free keys. But the best key being, in my opinion, that's why it's first, is Grok. That key is pumping, all right? Get tons of requests, great for high LOM inference. Second best so far, this one. Cerberus right now is crushing it because I've been crushing my Grok keys on 2 different spots. But Cerberus, I got 7 API keys going right now. They're crushing, right? Creating content. That's how I'm publishing. It's a little unrelated to the video. Probably close all these things down, pull up my Telegram and show you. Right, there we go. Right now, I have 14 workers, right? 2 of those being local workers, aka each one of these is an LLM. Or if this makes better sense, I have 14 ChatGPT, or 14, not quite Claude AIs, they ain't that good. 14 ChatGPT, right? That's running at the same time, publishing roughly 1,200 to 1,700 posts an hour right now. I say posts because it's just copying and reformatting and categorizing all the criminal history of our country, that's federal crimes and criminal history. And that's a lot of data that's not anywhere in any single database. And your database is going to be so good, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody from the government wanted to start using it. I'm not kidding. It's better than any LLM because they have discriminators and they're trained to not give you names and do certain things. This has names and crimes, locations, dates, right? And I know it's a little off topic, but these tools are freaking amazing. And yeah, good day, everyone.